And you are live.
Hi, everybody. Gotta wait for the notification. And there it is. All right. Wow. We've already got 3 people in here. Well, hello. So, what do we have in this beautiful room today? Show yourself. And this is about as outside as I'm gonna get. It's in my craft room. This is my quarantine, and I don't care to be in my craft room because I can create stuff. I can create stuff. And I felt like being pretty today because I ain't worn makeup in who knows how long. So I figured I'd be pretty today and dress up for you. So today I have an inspired um, artist, and she is a very well-known YouTuber, and her name, I don't know if I can saying it right. Her name is Gail Augustelli, and I watched her video, and it should be in the link below in the description box. So if you want to check that out, on or during the stream or after, you're more than welcome to do so. But mine's gonna be just a little bit different. I mean, it's not gonna be exactly like hers. It's gonna be different. So, um, so did you guys whoever, hey Ray, so did you guys enjoy Miss Marina's stream? I'm sorry I didn't talk much. I had a very ugly migraine, and I had to take some medicine to knock the migraine out, and I accidentally fell asleep, guys. I want to apologize for that. So, sorry I didn't talk too much. I had to get rid of the headache. It was making me literally nauseous sick. So I had to get rid of it. So I took me some Tylenol and conked out for about an hour. And I feel a whole lot better. And I'm not as nauseous as I was before, but I'm feeling better. And um, I'm ready to stream and show you guys what we're going to be doing. Y'all have seen me do it before, but it's kind of a revamp of what Miss Gail has done in her video. Um, so the tools you're going to need today is your sewing machine. Everybody's been dragging out their sewing machines, so guess what? I'm dragging mine out too. Dang it! So um, I'm dragging my sewing machine out. So you're going to need your sewing machine. You're going to need paintbrush. You're going to need a cutter. Thank you, Marina. You're going to need some scrap paper. This is some whole paper, pictures and stuff like that. But you're going to need your scrap box. And everybody knows what their scrap box or their scrap bag or what this is. This is my scrap box. And every time I use it, it gets bigger. Why is that? Can anybody explain to me whenever you have a scrap box, the scrap box gets bigger or it gets bigger as you use it? Also, what you're also going to need, if you have it, you don't have to have it, but here's what I have on hand. This is, it's not contact paper. It's that paper that you can get it either at your hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, maybe even Walmart. I don't know. Never looked for it there, but I got this at Home Depot. This is that paper that you put down to protect your countertops and stuff like that. I think. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but it's that brown paper. It's like brown paper, stack paper, but it's on a roll. They're really thin. So you'll want to cut it into 8.5 by 11 sheets, which I have already done. It might be a little bit bigger. I don't know. I just cut it into 8.5 inch length. I don't know that size, but I have already cut these to save time. So, and some water. Drink your water, ladies. Drink water and hot stuff. Drink, 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 drink. Bottoms up. I thought I'd lost my lid. So again, remember to drink your water, ladies. Hydrate, hydrate. But this is a bag of scraps I've had for some time now. These are from 12 by 12 pieces of paper. I've been using these almost 2 years now, and they're really neat. I use these to make some ephemera for my Amelia Rose journal, junk journal, which I still have yet to start in because I'm making ephemera behind camera. And so that is what we are doing today, is making some Frankenpaper. Anybody else gonna sit down with me and make some Frankenpaper? Go grab your scrap box, grab some glue, grab some paper. It might be your sewing machine. If you don't have one, that's okay. Use a black pen to simulate stitch marks. So let's be frank. We making some Frankenpaper, ladies. All right. So what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, you also need some Mod Podge or some glue. So I'm going to tilt the camera down just so that way you see what I'm doing. So I'm at a different angle on my desk. That way you can see what I'm doing, because this is kind of a bigger project. Hey, Sarah. All right. I'm going to have to scoot you right up. My sewing machine's right below you guys, like right here. Right up underneath you. All right. So sorry if I'm not zoomed in, because my sewing machine is going to be going like right here. It's going to be going right here, and I have a handy dandy stamper thing that I'm using as my phone thing. So if you see this background, it's holding my phone, and so I can see that. Perfect phone holder, I can tell you that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape this piece down. Oh, I got so sidetracked with what I was doing. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna need some Mod Podge or some of your homemade Mod Podge, or tacky glue, or something to glue pieces of paper down. And I'm going to use my Mod Podge as long as I can before I have to pull out the glue. So let's use our imaginations and let's be creative with some of your scrap paper, because I know you got it laying around. Everybody's got a box or a bag of scrap. So we're going to make do. We're going to make more paper with your scrap paper. So let's go looking. I got all kinds here. Y'all see that? Look how it's getting in there. And it's full to the brim. Full, full, full. And this is what I make my scrap tags from. So, I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if you guys have been watching my my 365 one a day journal, but I finished the cover yesterday. I sat down and I colored it after I recorded my video. And so this was actually from a calendar, and I cut a big piece of it out, and this is what came of it with my alcohol markers. I know that I use them a lot in my streams, but you know, they turn out really, really pretty, and I love them. I wanted to show you guys how pretty that turned out. Very bold and vibrant colors. It's almost like you gotta squint to see it. Love it. I haven't made the inside of it yet, but yeah, that's what I worked on yesterday, because I really needed to get my mind off things. And so I pulled out my markers and I did that. Anyway, this is actually where it came from this right here. It was actually from a calendar on the back side. See? And I just cut the middle part out and colored that. But anywho's, I got all kinds of paper in here. This is from my coffee stain stuff, and so this would go in as a trim for a vintage album or a steampunk or something like that. That's really neat. I got a bunch of that. Oh, that is so potent, that coffee smell. All right, let's pull out some pieces. Whew. Book pages. And guys, please excuse the ugly pink nails. I'm covering up plant dye that dyed my nails black, and so I had to cover them up. And so that's the pukey pink that came out. I was using a nail polish, and it had texture in it, and came out looking horrid. And I just wanted to take it off. I just really didn't feel or have the time to take it off. All right, so please excuse the ugliness of that. So I'm just randomly pulling out some sheets of paper, and we're gonna glue this down, and then we'll see what we have after that. Oh, my eyes. Let's see, I've got so many little bits and pieces in here. I have kept over the last couple of years. This box was almost empty when I started, but when I started collecting, yeah, kind of got full again. Trying to find some thinner pieces because this paper is kind of thin. Oh, there's some big puzzle pieces I forgot I had in here. Ah, ooh, that can be cut out on my camera box. Well, I guess it was a fluke to get in here and look, because I just found stuff I can use. Hey, Paul! What's up? Alright. We working. Pulling out some paper so we can explore our frankincense. Because we're gonna be making some fun paper. That may even get turned into some journals covers. Wow, that's one of my tags. Let's see. I just saw something. That's some paper. We have more. Did I touch my face? Good Lord. See, I told you in Marina Stream, you unknowingly touch your face millions of times a day, and you don't realize it until after. Please be careful. And I'm doing it again because my nose itches. When I wear makeup, my face itches. There's not much music on that. All right, so I'm almost done picking my pages. Oh, my hand! Wow, I got so much paper in there. Ooh, there's some pretties. I remember doing that. That came out of 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Ooh, remember that? Let's see. Put that whites on it. Yeah, I know, twice. Yeah, I think it's twice. I'll even throw in some construction paper. All right, so we're going to set this to the side and work with what we got. Wow, that's some vintage That's some of my vintage, and he is trying to call me. Not. I told him to check the stream, see if I was streaming, and he didn't. I like that. Okay, I had to. I pulled out. All right, so we have chosen our stuff. Hopefully he checks YouTube and sees that I'm live. When I don't answer the phone, he'll probably get it. All right, so taking out my Mod Podge, homemade Mod Podge, an old Marina sauce. Marina. I do that every time. I look at that, and I think it says Marina because it says marinara sauce. And every time I see it, I think it says Marina sauce. She's probably snickering in the background. Oh, I so need to change that out or put some Vaseline on that. That is getting hard to open. I keep saying that, but I never put it on there. Ever. So, I am going to pick out my first piece. Now, Gail, she glued it down. And just glued it down loosely. But I'm gluing this down teetotally. Oh, gosh, my nose. Y'all, quit tickling my nose. I tell you, that's annoying. Quit tickling my nose. So I'm going to start up here in the corner. But anyway, she glued hers down loosely, and then she sewed. You need some homemade gesso? You got the recipe. I've had it for years. Baby powder, glue, water, white, or whatever color paint you want. You need it. I have the recipe somewhere. This is a very, very strong homemade glue. This is more like 75 to 80% glue and 11% water or 20% water. So we're just randomly placing this paper down. There's no rhyme or reason to where I'm placing it because this is Frankenpaper. There is no rhythm or rhyme to where any of it goes. Get out your scraps, ladies. Ah! And not drop your paintbrush fully loaded with glue and water all over you. Mine lasts quite a while. I don't know if did you store it correctly? Did you store it in an airtight container where the things couldn't get to it? I have mine stored in two different things. I have old hair color bottle with tape on the top, and then I have it stored also in a let me pull it out when I need to refill it. They're stored in like dish bottles, dishwashing bottles. Oh, the Hobby Lobby one, yeah. Homemade ones last a little longer. I think, anyway. I could be wrong, but the stuff I had, I didn't have to make it. Gosh, I didn't have to make it for a very, very long time. So I made a double batch. I made a double batch, and it lasted me ever. When I first made my gesso, my very first batch, y'all want to know a horror story? When my very first batch of gesso, Wanda told me You be careful. Make sure that lid's tight. And so when I go to shake the when I go to shake the bottle, guess what? I hadn't put the bottle cap on very tightly. Needless to say, my gesso was all over my floor, my carpet floor, and I was in tears because I was scheduled to do a live within 10 minutes of that boo-boo. And so I was on my hands and knees getting up as much of that stuff as I could before. You should have seen me 10 minutes before the stream. I had white paint, glue, water, everything on me, covered in that stuff. And I managed to pull it off and get everything cleaned up. Well, most of it cleaned up before the stream started. And I was very proud of myself. And as soon as I logged off of my live, I had cleaners sitting in there waiting to get that stuff cleaned up. Just waiting. I don't think I pulled out. We making us a totally new piece of paper with just scraps of paper that you have. Ooh, that one's even got edging on it. Woo-hoo. Alright, so let's put that there. Like I said, this might even turn into a journal cover. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull out some of that paper. See, this is how I end up with more scraps in my box than I thought. As I rip them, and they end up becoming smaller, and they end up getting thrown back into the box, and that's where my little bitty scraps come from. And don't be scared to use those little bitty pieces. Those little bitty pieces add up too. They can be another horse of a different color on another piece of paper. You know what I mean? This is from when Ray and I made the what is it called, the envelopes, I guess. She had an edging ruler, and that was one of the edges. I love the so pretty. I remember doing that. I think that was a painted paper, or it may have been a jelly print. Let's go right here. Almost like a puzzle. Which place does it go? Very nicely. And something. Right, so that goes nicely right there. Wish I could get you guys closer, but well, hi. Come here. You want to say hello? Come here. Come on. Come. Don't lick the makeup off my face. Hang on a minute. He wants to say hi. He's smelling the makeup on me. Say hi, everybody. Yeah. He's smelling the makeup, guys. You don't like it. He's like, Mom, you don't normally wear that stuff. Yeah. You got one of Mama's hairs in your mouth? You been eating my hair? See what Mama's doing? I think it worked. Yep. Yep, that was Mama's phone. want you licking on it. No. Giving me hugs. And no, Mom, I wanted to be up here in the spotlight, looking over your shoulder and seeing what I'm doing. Oh, he said, no, Mom, I don't want to be. See? Where's your top? Where's your top? No. You've been on camera since you were a puppy. You ought to know this. You always been my cracker puppy. All right, gotta put you down before my glue starts dry. Okay. Say bye, everybody. Say bye, everybody. Bye. Say bye. All right. I'm just about to lay in, okay? That's the Coop. Yeah, that's Cooper. That's my little, what are they called? Oh, what are they called? They're a mix between a Chihuahua and a Min Pin. Chiweenie is what it's called. No? No. I don't know. Something of that nature. I had looked it up once before and I don't remember now. Sorry. See, you got that food if you did. I no. My cuckoo's not the eating kind. He's the I'll be your friend in the worst times of the world type of pup. Know what you guys practice in the office. No dog for dinner. I know you're just joking. I know. I said that's how I come up with the weirdest. I need to put some here, but I like putting them on here and see it. Oh gosh, yes, James Lee would kill me. Whew. That's James Lee's buddy right there. He cries. Like when the phone rings, guys, you should see him. He will sit there and whine when the phone rings because he knows that. He knows that when that phone rings and nobody calls him. He knows when that phone rings, it's his day. I don't hardly talk to anybody. I'm a real caloose. Except for the internet. It's the only time I talk to anybody. Not many people have my phone number. So we think that our two oldest, well, not oldest, Rainey may be pregnant again for the 4th time. Thea, her daughter, might be pregnant. And we heard a big wow last night, or not last night, but the night before, and my other female, Fox, running like hell through the neighbor's yard with Rainey and the other 2 males following her. So she may have got tagged the other day and they come up pregnant. So if we come up with 3 rounds of kittens, none of them are coming in the house this time because, yeah, no. Yes, because they know I'm just fattening them up. Ah! Alright, I may need to pull out some other. I already put stuff in my bucket. Go right there. How many of you pulling out your scrap paper? My chat screen died. Come on, back up. Dang it, back. Oh, dang phone locked up on myself. Hang on. go. What a pain in the arse. Did I already print it? Yes, but I'm going to do it again. The table with me. Because, oops, I did it again. I used the same thing. It's breaking my heart. Cause oh baby, baby, I did it again. Yeah, I'm not singing the full thing of Britney Spears, but I will claim that I did it again. I used the same sheet of paper. Because I'm thinking that this will be a real pretty piece to work on. I didn't put this on here. I got it out and didn't even use it. I think this would be good on a in my contemporary album. And just so you guys know, Marina is in the background. She started the screen for me because she has the one that we pay for. So if you guys want to holler at her, she's in the background. She's just being quiet. She's working on some things. Oh, and I don't have any more of that. As I said, this has been inspired by Miss Gail Gastelli. I was watching her video, and I thought, I haven't done this in a while. So let's pull my scrap paper out, because I do need to actually get rid of some of this, because, yeah, it's just going to pile up since I'm not doing any sales until after all this crap goes away. So I figure I'd just pull it out and make something with it. So just beware, guys, when this is over. Oh no, they're my cats. They are my cats. Rainy gave birth to just every one of them. Literally every one of them. Rainy was a solitary cat until she found Simba. Simba passed away a week before the first round of kittens were born, and he died in my arms. Well, not in my arms, but in his box. And they were born the day after St. Patrick's Day, actually. The first round of kittens, the ones that are grandfathered in, and 3 of the babies that didn't make it. We have Simon and Simba and Nala. They have their own graves, and we just noticed that Simba's flower is finally blooming. It didn't bloom because Cooper liked to hack his leg, and he killed the bloom on the flower. So it's just now blooming again. So I'm getting to see his beautiful flower bloom. And as I was mowing the yard the other day, James Lee told me about it, and as I walked by his flower, "Hey Simba, how you doing, buddy?" I said, "I see you looking at me, little flower blooming." I talk to him. I mean, it's a sad thought, but I talk to him whenever I need. I need a somebody to talk to. I talk to my Simba. I just go out there and I feel down and I talk to him. I pet the grass. I pet the grass. I know it seems silly, but I pet the grass and I say hello to him. And Rainy, she likes to lay near his grave. I'm thinking she knows that he's buried there. She visits with him, even though she's been a little hoe and cheating on Simba, but it's a cat thing. Almost makes you think it's a cat thing you wouldn't understand type of thing. But I go out there and I talk to him and I take a breath and I tell him what's going on, and he probably sees James Lee acting a fool out there when he gets to drink. Oh, you have an orange tree for one of your dogs and a violet for another? Oh. Well, when Simba died, it's like, I don't want to cry. But when Simba died, I was beside myself. I was beside myself, and I didn't know what to do. I am crying when I said I wasn't going to. I didn't know what to do, and I was just really upset. I still miss him. But you know, life goes on, and you gotta take it. You gotta take it how it comes. Because Lord was needing him for some reason. Guessing for that. Keeping company, jumping black. My daddy was a pet lover. He may have been a hard ball or a hard nut to crack on the outside, but he would always sneak in the pets. And Mama was, she loved it when he did that, because when you'd think he was just being a total butthead, he would bring in a cat or a puppy in his pocket or something, and then it was just hands down, it's over, fight lost, goodbye, no, hello, yes, you know. Oh, I need a different color. How about we sachet ourselves? My dad was a softie for animals. You never knew when Daddy would bring home another animal. Then do I find another piece here? I'm trying to move it around a bit. No, I'm just gonna stick with what I've got. What I'm talking about. It's on me. And let's just here. Everything's kind of lining up pretty good. Ripping it pretty good. How's it look, guys? Does it look okay? Does it look like a patchwork quilt or a Frankenpaper? You tell me. I like it. I like it. It's nice. There. We're almost done with this one. Almost. If I get into an emotional spot, I cry, guys. I'm just in that type of way in the last couple of days. I'm just really sensitive to things and things that are going on in the world. A lot of stress, guys. So my stress comes out in tears a lot. I cry because when you cry, it helps. It releases enzymes to make you feel better. I think. If you want to have a good cry, go lock yourself in the bathroom and go let her go. Let the tears flow. Get in the shower when nobody hears you. But I do it while James Lee's gone. Get them all out. By the time he comes home, I'm a smiling, happy girl. Because you know what? I don't want him to see me upset or unhappy because he depends on me to be his rock, you know. Keep him happy and, you know, sedated in other ways. And it helps to be happy around your significant other in order for them to keep a positive attitude. So remember, guys, in this time of need, please keep a positive attitude for those who are on the front lines and risking their lives. Do what you can for them. Make them happy. No matter what it is, if they ask you to cook dinner, please go cook dinner. Can I use any of this? Nope. But I will. I'll add a few pieces here and there. Let's do that. And also, guys, remember the ones who can't get out and do things. Make sure that if you have an elderly neighbor, make sure that if they need anything, you go get it for them if they're unable to, and you're young and you're willing to go out for them. Check on your neighbors, but keep your distance. Social distancing is what everybody is pushing. So please, social distancing, practice it. Alright. Let's see, do we have a spot here? Glue that down just a scotch more. Now I'm going to put a final, well, not a final coat, but coating on top of everything. And then we are going to sit here and dry this. This is basically to seal everything in, and we will see what it looks like all dry. And we might do the other side. Or we might just pick up and put the rest of this up and grab this another handful of scrap. Alright, let's close this. So, hello to everyone who has joined me today. Thank you. See what I mean about having extra? You coming away with more scraps than I started with. Hey, Mike. What's up? What's up? We are making Frankenpaper. You ever heard of Frankenpaper? Well, if you never heard of it, this is it. This says Frank, because Frank's in here. So Frankenpaper is just basically your bits and pieces of scrapbook paper and wallpaper and whatever paper you got, all kind of glued down and then sewed down. Or if you want to get froggy, just sew it down first. I figured this would be kind of a, like a, oh, you do? That's awesome. All right, I'm still watching for your first video, Mike. Now, I'm still watching for it. I ain't seen it yet. Remember, you promised. You know, I'm just joshing you. You don't have to. And it's going to take a minute for all this to dry. That is a lot of glue to go through. Your crafting sisters on lockdown? Oh. Well, you got a lot of crafting sisters in here. Because all of us are considered family. Whenever we're in the crafting cookies, we're all family. Sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts, sisters. I say sisters, brothers. We're all family here. Literally, sometimes we are family. And some are adopted family members. There's plenty of that. You know. Oh, I see a spot I missed because of the glaze on the glue. But you know what? That's okay. We'll let her slide. It's getting there, guys. It takes a lot of time to dry her out. Now, if you really wanted to be cool about this, find some. Yeah, let's not talk about that, Mike. I'll tell you about that later. All right, it's almost dry, guys, and what I'm gonna do is kind of trim the sides down. So what I was gonna say, in order for this to be really cool, is you can get like paper you really, really don't care about showing, and have it raised up just a skosh, like a thicker page, and then like the thicker cardstock, and then just like regular paper, scrapbooking paper. And after you get everything glued down, take you a paper napkin, like a paper towel. I don't have very many left. That's my roll. So take it and separate it out and put it over top of it and Mod Podge it down. So whenever you do dry it, it's got raised surfaces, and what you do is you can take a distress ink or a spray and rub across it. That way it actually truly looks like a Frankenpaper. So some parts are raised up and some parts are left alone. So I think that's a really cool idea to try. So, alright, scissors. I know I just touched my face again. Oh, there goes my sewing machine. So we're gonna try to, okay, my brain just went stupid on me. So we're going to trim this down. Get this stuff off. All right. Off. All right. So this is our final. Well, all the. Let me go bring it to the light. This is our final. Too bright. There we go. Underneath the light, you can see the colors a little better. I think it's cool. But we're going to bring my sewing machine out, and we are going to. I can see pieces that I missed on the opposite side. Y'all can't see it, but I can see where I missed in the light, where the light's shining. But I think it looks okay. But we're about to bring out the sewing machine, and I'll show you. Hopefully this works. Hopefully. I'll show you what Frankenpaper is. All right, so let's attempt to pull this one out. All right, you stay right there. Stay. No. All right, so oh yeah, I gotta put my feet down because I got my legs crossed in my chair. All right. Ow. Hopefully y'all can see because my nameplate's like right there in the way. Wherever it is, right there. It's in the way of my screen. So hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. All right. There we go. All right, so I have got this laced with black thread. Doesn't matter what thread you use. It's all according to you. It's all personal thread. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with a zigzag stitch like Gail used. I don't know how well it's going to work because I usually don't sew with the zigzag stitch. I usually sew with a straight stitch with a three, like setting of on 3 and 4 all the way across. So we're just gonna start just randomly sewing on this. All right. So let's go in here and let's start right here. Right there. All right. So get my foot rested. So. Oh shit, my needle wasn't down. One thing I gotta remember: put your needle down when you want to change directions of the stitching. Almost like pre-quilting. Wherever you want that needle to go. Ah, come on, move. Paper don't sit back there. That's okay. Just scotch. Sorry if I'm ignoring you guys. I can't see my chat at the moment, so. Alright, I gotta turn this around, so I meant to go the other way with that. Turn it all the way to where you want. Now, she broke hers apart a lot. I'm not staying on a straight, always stitch. Me, I'm just going. Right. Now, all the way. There's the back. You can see. I don't know what I did, but oh, that almost looks like a little dog. Inspector Gadget's dog. But here's the front side. It's just all over the page. Look at that. So we can use that as a journal cover. Or we can go back and we can cover it again on this side. That way the stitching is covered. But I kind of like that. I might leave it like that. So what you do to make your cover, you want to make a larger journal, just fold it in half there. Boom. You've got your cover. Isn't that neato? So I do not like hanging strings. So I am cutting those. They annoy me. I don't know why, but even my mother hates hanging strings. She will trim them bad boys off faster you could say whippersnapper. So let's move this back over. And we can start on another one. We can pull out some different stuffs. Maybe I might follow a uniform pattern next time. I don't know. I'm never a uniform. Go through, and you got some that's peeking up. You know what? Go through there and get your glue bottle out or your Mod Podge back out and you glue her down. Get her done. Alright, so first page done. Well, I've got several sheets already made up. And I'm going to pull out some more paper while I drink a sip of water. Alright, now I can pull my legs back up in my seat because that's my favorite position to sit in Indian style. Used to, I couldn't. When I injured my knee, I could not sit cross-legged. God saved my life. And it was a pain in the keister. Alright. Tour. Alright, so we are going to use some of these paper here. You know, different. Well, yeah. Right here. Oh, yeah. I've got some Verbs. Subject. Let's see. Ooh, that could be put in my journal that I'm making. Why? I saved these for a reason, apparently. Oh yeah, I saved these for a reason. Some of these I cannot use because there's flowers in there. One of my beautiful jewels in here loves to say that word, flowers. Ooh, what did I spy in there? Ooh, I need to make a copy of this. These are, I need some of these. Some library book things. I need to scan there. So I can make copies. Some, oh gosh, that'd have been really good for Halloween. Let's not use that. That'll be good Halloween paper. Let's see. Paper, can't use that to erase that. Let's use paper. Why did she do that? Nope, we didn't. The green. There's a piece of my wrapping paper. I got a whole roll of that, I believe. I think I have a whole roll of that. Have a go look. I'll pull that out anyway. It's shiny. I'm like a ferret. Shiny thing. IKEA. Yeah, I got some of that in over there, but ooh, I remember this. Nice. I'll have to use that on a flip in the journal. Yep. Some of this stuff is gonna have to be used. Did I have two of them? Or is that the same one I'm ogling up? Might be the same one. I know y'all are sitting here listening to me talk to myself. I'm weird. I am very weird. And I talk to myself. But my chatter's keeping y'all's ears busy. Alright, let's see. I know what these are. I think someone else pulled these out and wanted to keep them, but I'm not. Do something else with them. Yep. So here's one of my pages from foreign exchange, English to Spanish. Yeah, Spanish to English. No, start it. Spanish to Japanese dictionary. Some of my copy stained paper. Wear that out. All right, so we've got quite a bit of different browns and greens in this stack. Oh, I pulled out two different kinds, or two the same pieces. So now that one I hadn't used. I think that's what I meant to pull out. All right, so we got the next rendition of the paper. Now jumping the gun, are we? All right, let's start on one side and work our way up. Let's see what happens. All right, so you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm just going to take the first thing I see on top, take a piece of it, and slap it down. See what happens. And a piece of the encyclopedia paper. We shall see what this is how I end up with more scraps than I come in with. I tear them. So that's what are you doing, Cuckoo? It's a bigger piece. What all do we have in here? See, Sarah, Mike. See anybody? Speak up if you're here, ladies and gents. We do have a lot of gentlemen that watch. They sit in the depths of the unknown. Hi. So hi to you all that ain't talking. Thank you for being here. I curse you. Now, what we are doing, actually, we are actually doing a streaming marathon. I tried to announce this in several groups, and I got no response. See, what we were doing is we were trying to get a group of streamers, crafters, or what have you, to get together and keep an audience busy for a few hours or an hour, so wherever how long that you wanted to stream. And we didn't get a very good response. So, Marina are trying our best to keep you entertained with crafting on some things and just keeping y'all entertained, maybe being hilarious. Huh? Because we are funny. I'm not funny. I can be at times, but sometimes I'm like, what did I say? That sounded so stupid. I just got glue all over my curtains, guys. So me. Sometimes I crack myself up at the jokes I tell. Sometimes I say, man, why in the world did you say that? But I need that ribbon edge. Yes, ribbon edge. It's a lot better than straight edge. And plus it adheres better. You've got an edge, rip it. Make it look like this. Because if you put down a straight edge, the glue's not going to catch it. You're more likely to catch an edge like that and glue it down and have a good bond than you would with a straight edge. Do you know that? These are going to be some odd colors. And what I'll do is I'll start over from the pile. When I get to the bottom, see where it goes from there. See how the imagination works. All right, we're almost to the bottom of that. Wow. All right, now to start over. So I'm going to do it backwards. So I have that. Do it that way. Oh, no, no, no. You can't sit right there, pretty girl. I know where that went. Right there. That's what it is. Somebody was sharing my post and I was puzzled. I don't remember what I posted. All right, so this might be a little bit of a problem. I'm trying to stay in one area and fill it up, but I don't think that's going to happen. Start on the opposite side and fill it up. Then work like that. I think that worked out a lot there. So because if I pulled out that whole box at one time, I'd have one heck of a mess on my face. So I'm trying to stick with what I pulled out. So everybody get your boxes out. I need some scraps to play with. Make you a Frankenpaper tag. Get a Frankenpaper ATC. Or Scrappy tag is what you sometimes call them. There's not many people talking. What y'all up to? What y'all doing? I'll be sitting here listening to me gabble on. Refresh my chat. Make sure I'm not. Make sure the chat wasn't froze, but it's not froze. It's still there. Oh, again, get my funny bone. What do you guys think so far? You might want to dig out your glue and paper. Start gluing them down. What you doing, Cooper? No, you're not getting back up here. Mama's busy. Hi, Janie. How you doing, lady? Are you on the road yet? And we're gonna be starting Going the other way again here in just a second. Oh, no, 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 no. Can't put that there. We're too close to the other one. We'll put that right. What's pretty cool about these pieces is that one piece is copper color, the other's gold. Trimming off that pretty edge. We are going to put that in together. Right, now we're going to be playing again with the coffee stain paper. And then we're going to be heading back the opposite direction. Again. Alright, now heading back in the opposite direction. So let's put that there. Small piece of that. Let's go with right here. That works. See, I have to be careful where I place things now because I don't want to overload it with the same thing. You know, no, you're not getting up here again. No, bud. There. Not too close to the other pieces. Separated. Alright, now piece of this pink stuff. Let's see. Here, one here. I'm thinking here. Not too bad. Not a very big piece. You know what? That's perfect right there. Perfect. I mean, it was meant to have said that is its new home. Wish I could get you guys closer, but if I got you in closer, you would get the sewing machine. It's right below you and right there. I've got two camera stands. One's holding the light at the moment. The other's holding you guys. Oh no. It's about to pour the rain out here, guys. I knew it. Ainsley is going to get soaked. He didn't bring any extra clothes either. Oh. Hope he puts his mask up in his lunchbox because that thing's soaked. I haven't made him another one yet. Right. Man, that green's going to be like boom in your face, so I'm going to make a small piece. Right, so let's go right here. Since here, I didn't want to put that there. That's really, I could have put that right there. You know what? It's not too late. Yeah, right. Yep. Here we go. Scenery change. Yep, yep. I feel like I'm talking to Casper. Nobody is talking to me. What y'all doing? Mm. I've been reading this book online, and it's very similar to the storyline of Beauty and the Beast, but it's not. Weird. About this woman who has a brother that has to have heart surgery to fill to to sew up a hole that's in his heart. VSD, I think they call it. I'm doing all right. I wasn't feeling so hot earlier. I can tell you that. Was not feeling so hot. I had one of my really bad migraines, and I had to kind of lay down for a bit during Marina Stream. I'm glad I did. If I did, I wouldn't be here at this moment. But anyway, BSD or BDS or something like that. Something has to do with his heart where there's a hole in it, and he can't do a lot of strenuous activities. But the parents had died, and the one who's taking care of him, the sister, the oldest sister, there are only two left in the family. The parents died because they got sick, and so the sister is painstakingly taking care of the brother, and they are very, very poor. And he needs this operation to have a healthy heart. And so she goes and looks in the newspaper, and in the newspaper there was an ad written. It's in Europe, but I'll do it in dollars. I'll pay you $1 million to have a child with me. You must be able to conceive a child within a year, and you must be a virgin. Well, lo and behold, guess who shows up? She's a virgin, and she needs the money to pay for her brother's surgery. So she comes in, sits for a while, watches as women come and go, as none of them suit the bill um, to be able to conceive a child with him. He's very wealthy too, as you can tell. Um, so um, in the end, he calls her in there, and he basically shoots her down. And nope, you don't meet the criteria. This is what I don't see, what I don't see in you. And so she basically tells him, she begs him at first, but in the end, um, she ends up leaving with her tail feathers in a ruffle, basically telling the old guy, oh, he's not old, he's young, very most popular bachelor. And well, as the day goes by, um, the brother comes home, or well, not comes home, but is at home, greeting her as she's coming home from this this job interview, and her brother doesn't know any difference, and so he asks her, but hey, where the job interview go? And she's like, no, didn't go too good. They already hired somebody before I got there, so she basically figured her brother. In other words, not to hurt his feelings. You know what? I had another piece sitting there, and I need to take a few pieces out of that. But so she basically fibbed to him, and well, they're in the middle of cooking dinner for each other. She's cooking dinner for the little boy, and so three men come knocking on the door. It's them brothers and the guy that put the ad in the paper. Well, apparently he chose her. Some weird reason. And so she tells him, "You're making space masks, Sandra? Awesome." And so basically she is basically cowered into marrying him because she bullied him, or because he bullied her and used her brother against him to marry her. So they end up leaving and drawing up a contract about the child and all this and that. And I should have done that. And she ends up leaving with him several days later, and then they get married 3 days later, and he basically is paying her to be a wife and a basically a incubator for his child. Well, they get married, and the story moves on. He is going to pay for her brother's heart surgery, which is a blessing. He's a total douchebag, but he pays for the brother's surgery, and all the while, they move into this castle. It's his castle, They live in London and in Britain, you know, somewhere in there. And his family is very old-fashioned, so they live in large castles and all that, this and that. I just put the same pieces together, didn't realize. That's okay. I'm just sitting here yakking. So they moved into this great big old castle, and the way they described it reminded me so much of the Beauty and the Beast castle. All the way through the story, I'm not done with it. I'm almost. But anyway, the story reminded me so much of Beauty and the Beast because he was complete and total butthead, and he had rules, and there was parts of his castle that were off limits, and she couldn't go in there, and so she had her room that they would room together. After the wedding, her brother was not allowed to come to the house until 2 weeks, and she felt like that was unfair, and she made a hissy fit, basically a woman fit, and he told her that she was basically a street whore, an incubator, and she got so mad. She got mad, and so what she did was she ran out to the chauffeur's shack. In other words, the guy that drove them around and opened doors and all that. And so she basically went in there, locked the door, and told the boy to strip. And he was about her age, and boy, let me tell you what, that fella came barreling down there and basically ripped the door off the hinges and picked her up by the waist and took her out of there. And so they went back into the castle, and he basically reamed her out for doing that, and said, basically, you're my wife. Nobody is going to be seeing that but me. And she felt like she had been, basically, she wanted to leave, but she thought she'd give it a try. So she stays there and goes through the motions, and there's a maid that's the top maid, the head maid, does not like her at all. And so she basically makes her life, she tortures her, makes her life a living hell while she lives there through this ordeal for the year. And so she starts to feel sick, like sick to her stomach. She can't eat. And her husband comes walking in saying, you need to eat. He's trying to get her to eat. She's like, I don't feel well. And he looks at her and says, really? how do you feel? And he tells her, or she tells him, and so he walks into their bathroom and pulls out 5 pregnancy tests just to make sure that see if she's pregnant. Well, all 5 of those tests after a good week turned out positive. She was pregnant. So what he does is he schedules an OB appointment, I guess, at a hospital, and gets mad because it's too soon to tell, and the doctor wants him to go back home basically and take another one in 2 weeks, and he is so livid because he's being told that he needs to wait. That the doctors don't know what they're doing. They, of course, they do. It's only looking out for her, making sure if she was or was not. That he's kind of sank into the background. So, just took that. Oh well, I'll put it on that. Anyway, she basically lives her life there, and it's just basically miserable. She can't do anything. She can't leave. She can't go to certain floors and be nosy. Well, there's this picture in a grand hall where she had wandered when she first got there, and she's seen this picture of a very beautiful young lady up on a like big canvas. And so she often wondered who that was, because when she was caught there, hey Tina. So when she was caught there, she was ushered out of there very, very quickly by the head maid and by basically a different maid. But the head maid found them there and said, "Hey, what are you doing here? She's not supposed to be here. It's forbidden to be here." So, they basically get her out of there, and she told him that she had been there, but she wanted to know who it was, and the guy gets really angry and says that none of her business, that she's only temporary, the marriage only going to last a year, and being real secretive about everything. And she's told that certain floors are off limits again. And she's sitting here thinking, hey, I want to find out why he's being so secretive. And so during the time she's there, she finds and plots her way to find her way to this floor and explore who that lady was and why she is so hushed. And so, well, again, it reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast, because she wanted to go out to like a library or something, and he said, well, there's no need in that. I have one. And so he basically tells her where it's at. She goes in and she explores it, and was told not to go to certain areas and of the library, because this is like a 5-story library, and she's in awe because she loves to read. And so she explores this library and comes across a place in the library that she was told that she wouldn't like to stay, basically to stay out of. And so she sees it and she spots it and she kind of explores it for a minute. She's like, okay, I'm going to do this another day. So she leaves it be, and then she comes back in another day when her husband is gone. Basically. And so, y'all enjoying the story? Story time with Emily. And I gotta draw this so you won't hear no more. gain some attention talking about it. They don't have any problems. But anyway, she wants to explore this part of the library that she is told she's forbidden from. Another time when her husband's not there. And so she explores and explores and explores, and she finds this part of the library that is nothing but like journals and diaries of people of the family. Like the whole family had kept diaries and wrote about their life basically. And then she stumbled across a member of the family who was blank. There was no name on the journals, and there was only like 2 entries in the journals, and the rest of them were empty. And what pages he did find had been ripped out. So she's like, okay, I vow to find out who this person was and why they were keeping this person a secret. And so she goes back to her room as if nothing had happened, vowing the next time she had a chance she was gonna go in there to find out who this woman was. Woman, man, child, what have you. And so she played it off like she didn't do anything. Nobody knew the wiser. And so another day, she was exploring, and she was curious if she could get to the forbidden floor another way. And so she apparently found another way into the forbidden floor. And so this floor you could get to through the library. So I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to draw this. Any of y'all interested? So what's everybody doing? I see Sandra said she was making face masks. What's everybody else doing? How is everybody? Hopefully my finger don't stick in it. My about got stuck. Oh, good. I've been wondering about you. You hadn't been answering me. And then Sarah comes back. Everybody's coming back at the same time. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, you shut everything off for a bit? Oh, I don't blame you. Oh, I know. I hear you. Go, 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 go. We had a few people come in. I don't know if they're still here or not. They're just watching. All right, so this is the second one. A little bit brighter than the last one. See, that one has copper in it. Gold. Almost bounces that out at you, that green does. Almost seems like I need some down here. But it makes your eyes travel, I guess. So now we trim. Do the trim. Alright, my nose is itching. Won't stop itching. Alright, so we're gonna trim this again. Or not trim it. Sarah, did you see the other one I made? Can't remember if you made it on and on and on. Alright, so we're gonna pull this back over here. And sadly put my feet to the floor, which I don't want to do. Pull it down a little bit. See what I have to work out? This is not my normal sewing table. My sewing table is next door. See, my scrap box always gets fuller when I do some scrappy work. I need to put my big scraps and little tiny miniature scraps in a different box. I have a lot of those miniature pieces. Sometimes I don't know what to do with. Sorry, I can't see your comments. I'm having to look through holes in my computer because my phone's back there and that's how I'm reading chat. Alright, so sadly I've got to put my foot in the hole. Don't want to. But that's the only way to start this. Alright, so let's start just oddballing it. Let's see, maybe let's switch settings on it. Let's go a straight stitch this time. And start here. And Petal, where are you? Hey, JD. Don't spill the jar glue. Yeah, I've got my. Yeah, I need to move some of that back there because I could hardly even move it the last time. So hang on. Move y'all's chat that way. Thank you. Why ain't I putting that there? I don't know. That over there. Right there. This right here where I can get to it. Everything else I can't touch, but I can move this a little further up. Don't spill the glue. Okay, I moved it out of the way. As you can see, my table's clear. Alright, so we are going to start stitching. I've not been trimming all these extra strings off. Some people love them, but I don't. Did Nightbot finally join the party here? I've not seen him the whole time I've been on. The last almost 2 hours. Right, now, let's see if we can do some decorative. See. Let's see what this one looks like. I haven't used half of these stitches, so we're learning together. It's almost like a fancy zigzag. I need to go slow, apparently. You own 4 sewing machines and you don't know how to figure them out? I learned. My mama taught me, and me and Ray sat here for a good hot minute figuring this sewing machine out. The first one my mom had sent me was the refurbished one. And yeah. Do another stitch. Another top. Oh, James Lee found one that was kind of old, and everything worked, but the runner, the base plate runner, that moves the material, everything else worked. So I told him to check it because I don't want to spend the money to fix it. So, all right. Here's what I'm gonna do with that. That one's got to be. All right, something's not right here. It's staying in one spot and got a hole in it. Bag nabbit. All right. Knew something wasn't right because it wasn't big. All right, we got a hole. There's a hole in the paper, dear Eliza. But we gonna fix it. What happened? Something definitely happened. So, I tell you what to do. Oh, so just get a piece of that paper. Come over here. On top of it. One of the sewing machines is an electric Singer. Ooh. I can't remember the one that I had. I think the one that I had to usually throw away was the Singer. I'm not sure. So what we did was to patch that hole is we patched a hole with some of that paper. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through and find that same paper and go back over that. Good luck, right? Forever. You know what? I'm gonna have to make a sacrifice. I might have to put something else over top of that to patch that little hole. Who won't know anything? Nobody will know. Nobody will know. I will blend it right in there. Me, promise it was jar. Right, let's try that real quick. That's the glory about Frankenpaper. If you screw it up, make a hole, you just put something over top of it, redo it. Oh, wow. We always watched Mom sew. She made a lot of our clothes when we were younger. A lot. I miss them little scrappy dresses that my mom used to make. I wish I had a few of them. I'm not as good as a sewer as my mom. I want some of those little summer dresses, the ones that tied at the shoulder blades, or not shoulder blades, but at the shoulders, and it was just like a spring dress, spring summer time dress. That's what I want. Anybody know how to make them? I'd love you forever if you made me a few of them. He wants me to start wearing dresses. I don't wear dresses. I am more of a tomboy than I am anything. A lot of dresses. I only wear dresses when I have to. And he wants me to start wearing dresses. So I need me a few of them girly dresses. I should say. Hmm. I mean, I can sew, I can knit, I can crochet, some tatting. Not very good at it, but some. Well, not too, but what you want? What you want? I'm gonna go back through and make those more things. I about did that just right. Outlined that right up. Yep, I lined that sucker right up. Yeah. Thank you, Mom, for giving me a good perception. For all of my moms I call Mom or Grandma. Thank you. It's pretty. Calling it the pretty paper. Oh, I hope. I took home economics. The only thing we didn't really touch on was sewing. We didn't do that. We did the cooking. They taught us how to write a check and all that. That's about it. I don't remember a lot from my home ec class, to be honest with you. All I know was I turned out to love cooking. I always watched my mom. We had, at the end of the semester, we had to bring in something that we cooked from home. And I brought in a deep dish cinnamon apple pie. Oh my God, I didn't have any left in that by the time the class was over because we had our little thing class time. But barely brought one piece home. Everybody liked it. Right. That is so cool. Look at that. Made it like a frame. And I bet you that would be really pretty if you put a journal inside that. You could put a picture here and a picture here. Isn't that pretty? I took art and home economics. I love my art class. I can do still lifes and portraits. I don't promote myself whenever I do that here. I don't do it. I don't draw online much. It's more of a sketchy type of art whenever I do it online. I don't put effort into my art in sketching whenever no, yeah. I don't put effort into my drawing whenever I do online. So we have this one, and this one's in Safar. I can't see this screen now. So that's the first one. We did the all over stitch, the very wide stitch. And then our next one was just a very pretty bordered frame-ish type of Frankenpaper stitch. These are the decorative borders. This was just a straight stitch that I just kind of run along like you would when if you were just drawing it with a pencil. And then these are the decorative stitches that were used. So if you want a clearer image of what these stitches were, there you go. Should we do another one? Because it's just 2 hours in. I did say we would stop at 6. Thing would stop at 6. If I can remember correctly. Let's see. I've got plenty more scraps I can do this. You know what? Let's do a Franken card. It's smaller. And it's just an old time card. I have a few of these left. An old time card, back in the day type of time card. If you've known me and bought some of my journaling kits, you have some of these. Alright, so dude, I can zoom in on it myself. Couldn't see what happened. Make one that looks like patchwork. Okay. I will try. Let's see. I actually have pieces from a patchwork, but Marina told me to put them aside because she had a project for me with those. And guess what? I don't know where they are. If I kick my butt, she's like, I told you to put those up. Yep. Let's go with the bright colors since we've got the purples and the blues and the yellows. Let's see how many. Big. All right, Emily. I know you have more brightly colored stuff. Fine. There's a pretty one. There's a pretty one. Hmm. Other stuff. Oops. Let's see, looking. Give me a minute. Let's see. I got plenty of paper in here. That's cardstock. That works. Let's mix in a little bit of dark. All right, so. Oh, crap. Oh, they're probably doing the briefing right now, Marina. They're doing one of the updates but they don't usually come on for a while. Right, so what I'm going to do to make it a little bit more uniform, I'm going to rip. Oh, TV's turned off? Oh, yeah. I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to lay them like that. And so how I rip them is how they are going to get put down, kind of side by side. And what I'll do is I'll save those for another time, or I might make two. And let's do this right here. All right, so I'm going to have extras. I know I am. Might can make sense. I'm going to do it on this side. Right. Glue. Are you? All right. There. Let's put some glue on this. It's so small. We probably do a couple of these with the paper I have out. We give it a twin. Might make a little pocket or something. There. There. This is thicker paper, so it may roll up. Oh, did y'all hear me chirp? I don't do it intentionally. What I could probably do is follow along these lines and do an actual stitch with the sewing machine. Follow it after I dry it. In the pot. In the box. Yeah, I can make several of these things with the papers I tore. Your TV has been turned off for years. The only TV we watch is YouTube and Disney. We have the Disney subscription. It's the only thing I can really afford a month. Disney, our phones. That is it. We'll decide to rent. Mm-hmm. See. I need to find another piece to go wrap y'all. Cooper, your daddy's not due to be home for another hour. Today's his late day, bud. You ought to know that by now. Today's his late day. Today's his late day, bud. You know this. Go lay down. Quit looking at me like I'm supposed to bring him home like magic. He comes up here like, Mom, where is Daddy at? He is supposed to be home by now. So funny. When Daddy calls, he starts whining. Or when the phone rings, he starts whining. He knows he's sick. Nobody else calls. I don't know if I said that earlier or not. Actually, you don't even need that. If you have the internet on your phone, go to what something they call Pluto TV or Tubi TV. Two different channels, basically the same thing. It's free, and you can watch movies and you can watch reruns all you want to, and it's free. You don't have to pay for it. And having to hook up an expensive internet. Go to your app store on your phone, you find That's how we watch normal TV. Oh, all this extra scrap that I've made in the box. See, I always end up with more scrap than I start with. But I'll probably make another one with all that. I've still got some right, yeah. I'll put the big pieces back in there. Now we can dry it. You having a 7-year-old track phone? Oh my goodness. Shouldn't they have upgraded it already? Oh, wow. I'd be taking care of that phone then, baby in it. And if it got messed up, I'd be finding one exactly like it. I think it's dry. Don't think. A little damp on the bottom, but I can trim her up. I like even edges. Even edges. I'll pull out another one of these time cards and we'll play again. We'll use the same thing. We might even make a card or something. Even there. Alright. I need to clean my glue mess up a moment. Because I'm going to make another one But that's what it turned out to look like. Ain't that pretty? All those pretty screen colors. I'm gonna make another one, maybe 2 more if I have enough. We might make a trifold something up, a trifold card or something. We might. And get on different streets. Oh wow. I need a sip of water. I've not taken a sip of water in a hot minute. Oh, that felt good. Another one of those cards. Not 3. Not making the trifold. I don't. Let's get her done. 4. Good. Wow. I'm going to cut that under even on the edge. I'm sorry, I cheated. Yeah, right. Good thing that's not. It doesn't go down immediately. A little wiggle room. Why did it get so dark and start thundering? No rain down. If it did, I didn't see it. We're in so much coverage from the sunlight. You don't see the sunlight on our yard very much. But from when we transferred the dirt from our ever growing garden, it's grown since we first dug it. I've transferred 2 rounds of dirt from our garden, and we are slowly, I don't care if it's weeds, getting grass in our front yard. Slowly. Cooper. Oh, come in here whining at me. Oh, come here whining at me. You know it's not time for your daddy to get home yet. It's going to be home late. That poor little rotten boy. Better quantity? I don't know. This thing one's on the corners opposite. I don't know. No, 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 no. You get back yourself right back there. See that? Yeah. You go right there. Now, like I said in the very beginning, this is inspired. It's inspired by Gail Agastelli. I don't know how to say her name correctly, so please correct me if I am saying it and butchering it. So this is not completely her idea because I am altering it a little bit, but this is an inspired piece or an idea. Small little package. All right, get off my fingers. All right, now we still have room for one more. What I'm gonna do. I don't know what the heck he's whining about. You think that's that? Thanks. It's not. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side. I got room for one more. Use up some of this stuff that I cut up or grouped it. Push. Each one is different. Never the same. Bye, JD. Thanks for dropping by. sorry it's gotten so quiet. Dang, it was hearing me talk for a while, but now I just got quiet. What the heck? Am I gonna get them all on here? No. Almost like a what do they call it? Oh, dagnabbit, I watch Darlene all the time. Why can't I think of what her quilts are called? Where she takes little pieces of uneven uh uneven fabric and just sews the straight edges together to make a new piece of fabric. What's it called? Snippet sewing, or I don't dagnabbit. I can't tell. That is so irritating. Not being able to remember. But it's important. Alright, so got that one all done. Oh, that just went right up my nose, guys. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, I'm lucky that I didn't start bleeding. Oh, I had to like, looking at what sharp. Oh, ugh. Yeah, thank God. All right, so all I had was these pieces left, so I did good. Oh, that's gonna go in my my bucket. And it didn't get any clearer; it just got added to more pieces. Oh, that's how my drawer gets filled. Oh, and I had those. I didn't even put them on there. You know what? Okay. Add them there. Over that. And there. Right there. Cover all those little bitty pieces up. And this one. Just to keep everything in polished order. I'll even add some to this one. That way everything's got the same color scheme. And draw all these ones. Alright, so these are all the colors that we ripped up. Only have 3 of those left. Alright, so we can dry those. I'm getting glue everywhere. Marina, you still here? I haven't seen you speak in a minute.
I'm here. What's up?
Huh?
I said, what's up?
Oh, I thought you fell asleep again.
No, I've just been working away and doing the inserts for the Baby Boy album.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You okay?
Oh, Ray asked me to do one that looked like patchwork, and I have the old time cards, and these are the patchwork ones when I sew next.
Yeah, they look good.
They're all in the same color scheme, same pieces, but I just tore into little bitty squares. That one was red. I feel it. All right. Think I should sew on those or just leave those alone? I think I like that just the way they are.
I don't know. I kind of like them like that.
Yeah, they're very bright. I thought maybe make like a trifold something with these, but I'm gonna clean up my desk here and take down my sewing machine at the moment, and I can move y'all back where you're supposed to be. Going on it. You're supposed to be right here. Not right there though.
I don't even want to look and see what you did.
You don't want to know. I told you.
Did you take us for a ride?
Yes.
Jeez.
I locked my phone and.
I can't trust you on anything, can I?
No.
Well, at least it wasn't a crafting avalanche.
Well, it kind of was. It kind of was, though.
Okay. I can never remember the girl's name that just came in. Little Angel Creations.
That's Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
I didn't see you come in. You just snuck in. How you doing,
Just
sweetheart?
snuck in. She just snuck in.
Oh. How are you feeling, girl? Trying to get my cord situated. And get y'all back down hither. Y'all ain't taking a road trip with me. So I was thinking, after I clean up my desk, maybe I could do like a trifold kind of journal thing with these Frankenpapers.
You could.
Like something. So, how far along are you, dear? Have you been back to the doctor's? Let me scoot you back down to the table.
Oh yeah, I did forget that Ashley was pregnant. Congratulations, my dear.
You're 12 weeks. That's 3 months.
Nice. Good number to hit.
Mm-hmm. All that glue. That's what this little razor picked up. Amazing.
Oh, I found those razors.
You
But
did?
yeah, I found them at the dollar store. I just didn't have enough money that day to. It was that versus what I needed. I got what I needed.
All you need is a razor blade, and
Yep.
it's just a fancy razor blade holder.
I know, but I don't have any razor blades, so.
Oh.
Like I said, that's going to be next. Like I said, I saw where I bought it, and it's one of the ones that I normally go to. So when I got a little bit of extra money, I'll go and get it. I know which dollar store it's at now.
Yeah.
They had like 20 of them, so I'm not worried about it.
I got all that glue.
That's from the Mod Podge, isn't it?
Uh-huh. This is how much you don't see that goes on your glass mat.
Oops.
All right, so I'm going to trim this up, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with these. So you get to find out if it's a boy or a girl here in about a month or so. He's about 5 months long. You get to find out the gender.
If she wants.
Oh, I know she will. I know she's wanting a girl. I know it. She's already got David, her son. She's gonna want a girl.
You never know.
All according to her genes and family history and the donor.
Oh, nice, Ashley. That is always exciting. Baby chopping. Here we come.
Yeah. It's not as exciting to go to shop online instead of going in and putting your hands on something to feel if you are drawn to it or not. Especially when it comes to babies. Well, hi, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
You missed the initial Frankenpaper thing, but I'm about to make something from what I made with some of the Frankenpaper. So, what are your name picks, Ashley? If it's a girl or boy, do you have any ideas? Let me know. Alright, so I am thinking That has a fair delay on the front end. And let's see. I have where is you at? Is it up? Nope. That's wow. Is that 4 names? Sapphire, Charlene to Hoppy Wall. Okay. Did I say that correctly?
Ooh, that is going to be some mouthful the baby's going to have to remember.
Yeah. There's a boy will be Levi John Robert Wall. I like that one. I like that one. All right. So. This'll work. That's a peach seam binding. Gotta work with those colors. All right, so let's see if this works. Oh, I knew Tanya was hoping for a granddaughter. I knew it. I knew it. I was sitting there smiling at me. Sapphire is the stone of mine and Joe's wedding ring, and Charlene is my sister's middle name. Tahapi is JoJo's mom's name. Oh, wow. Very special name. There's a lot of meaning like that. All right. You so cannot finger press seam binding. That is not happening. So, debating on whether that is going to be inside or outside. Hey, happy, Joy.
Hi, Joy. I'm in the background. I've been demoted. Emily demoted me.
What? I was so reading comments and you sitting there spouting what?
I said you demoted me to the background.
Oh, well, you don't have to be in the background. But
I'm joking. You know that.
Yeah.
Hey, I had mine this morning, so that's good.
Yeah. I didn't interrupt. I was trying to get rid of the migraine. I didn't mean to fall asleep on you, but I had to shut my eyes and let it hurt my head.
Well, I'm not exactly interrupting. You were getting bored.
Oh no.
My head. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said a word.
I was sitting here talking to myself.
Oh, well, then I can go back silent.
No, I can. I'm good. I might. I was sitting there telling a story for the longest time, what I've been reading. Nobody said a word that whole time I was telling that story. At least I think.
Yep, I am just doing. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate it. I'm demoted in the background. Woohoo! I am just making tabs for this baby album. So. Ooh. Okay, that was a screw up.
What'd you do?
Put it on the wrong one.
Ooh.
Put it on the same one that I was just working with. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Will this be how many times you've had to print it now?
No. I'm making the tabs. You want to see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gluing this thing.
Yeah, hang on.
Bubble glue.
All right. Give me a minute and I'll show you.
Yeah, so boy or girl, the boy will have a very meaningful name. Yep.
All right. So basically what I did is I cut out circles and then I made tabs. See? So they're going on like that. So this one's already made. So it's just a tab on the side. So I was putting them one on top of each other, but I was screwing up because I put it on top of there. See? I ended up screwing up.
Uh-oh.
All right. I'll put it back on you.
All right. It's still going to be off, but that's okay. This is just a trial thing. They're upside down. I'm going to put different paper on that to cover it up. But catching flies, Cooper? Tanya's asking if you're doing an album.
Yes, Tanya. This is the album that Emily and I started last week. And it's the Lumberjack Redneck album. So I'm doing a couple of things ahead of time so that Emily can just copy with her papers what she's doing on hers.
Yeah, this is for a this is an actual album for someone who's having a baby. And did you see that that Angie said that they are canceling the baby shower for the moment because all this stuff going around? So
yeah, you were telling me. Well, I don't blame them.
Yeah, they're in the mountains right now, a little camper type thing. I'm jealous. They bought them a little camper up there, and they've got baby mommy and all up there. So how's everybody dealing with having to stay home? It don't hurt me as much as some because I stay at home all the time anyway. So you're in the 3rd week. Wow. President's extended it out until the end of April.
I'm in 5 weeks now. Hang on, let me look. Ours was officially March 14th. So going back 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. I'm in my 4th week.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in my 4th week. Yeah, and ours, they've said they're gonna continue. I think it's gonna be up until the end of June.
Wow.
Is what they were talking about. Now, whether that happens or not, I don't know.
I just hope that the relationships that are either just beginning or have been together for a while, and I just hope that everything is okay with everybody being quarantined and all. Hey, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
She said she's going stir crazy and her son can't come to visit.
Oh, nope.
The only time I've gotten to really go out is when I went out and collected the flowers and stuff for my eco dyeing. To be honest. All right, so there's the 3 pieces put together. They are so uneven. Oh my god. I need to line these up.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Liz, but it's for the best for all of us. It's very, very safe. We definitely don't want to take a chance with this stuff.
I may have to cover the seam binding up and use something else, but I just wanted to attach it with something. I thought seam binding would be perfect, but I can't seem to work with the darn seam binding.
Why don't you put a piece of masking tape so that you can get it correctly, and then put the seam binding on it?
This is just something to play with. I mean, these cards aren't, see, they're in order up here, but they're not all the same size. See what I mean? They're in the same place, just they're not the same size. It's just something to play with. I'm just going to trim the excess off and go with it.
Either that or you can straighten it out once it's together. That's all.
Yeah. It'll straighten itself out. Make sure the glue gets dried. I have to say that me and James Lee have argued quite a bit since we've all had to be inside. I mean, it ain't like we're all immune to arguing. You are going to argue with somebody.
Oh, yeah, no matter which way you go at it. I
don't care if it's the wall. I'm going to argue with it because it's something to talk to and a voice to be heard. I told James Lee, I was like, if you're going to fight with me, go out there and holler at the tree. It might talk back to you. Because I can't stand fighting. It stresses me out. I mean, arguing just really makes my nerves just it's not my cup of tea. Don't like it, never have. I'm gonna try and find a piece of paper to kind of make that look somewhat decent. No, that's not it. Wallpaper. Wanda sent those to me. She was cutting them out of a book. Let me cover that. Need to find some pretty paper to cover those 3 feet. Oh, my leg. Sitting the whole time. I'm going with some encyclopedia paper, and then we'll distress it when it's on there. Blue, where are you? I'm using the old tacky glue because I don't have a lot of regular glue left. Good glue. Use the Mod Podge paintbrush. Oh, that was cut too short. Oh well, I'll put a pocket there.
Yeah, I'm going back on mute. I'll be back.
All right. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. All right, and I'll put this, since these are the remnants, I'll put this in the scrappy box. We are working from the remnant box. All right, so we've got our papers in. So let's try to cut these in half. I've got a few of these. We have a few more of these. It's about a 2.5-inch cut. It's about an ATC. 2.5. That would be 1.5. So cut in half. There. All right. Tell me where the hell I went wrong. Oh, I was supposed to be in that corner.
All right, I'm back.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Let's go to the bathroom. I said that.
Oh, well, you said I'll be back.
Oh, okay. I have to go to the bathroom.
Nope. Oh, sick. I'm confused, man. Am I reading this flipping ruler wrong? You know what?
That wouldn't surprise me.
I always read the darn thing wrong. So back to the It's 2.5. That's what I thought. So half of 2.5 is what? One
What?
and a half, right?
What did you just say?
Half of 2.5 is 1.5, right?
That
Am I
again?
right? Huh?
2.5. Half of 2.5 is not 1.5.
I'm tired. It's my
Half of 2.5 is 1 1/4.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I heard that. I was like, huh, what?
My brain has not been functioning in the correct position today.
Oh, no comment on that one. I feel for you. That's why I kept screwing up making the mask for my daughter this morning. Because the first one on the prototype, I had to keep taking apart. Well, you saw how many mistakes I was making. The second one went like a dream because I had the first one already made.
Bill, I was asleep through a good portion of the first one.
Yeah, the first one was just figuring out getting the measurements all correct. Because the second one, I did it in 40 minutes.
Yeah, I knew you would get it done faster. Remember the message I sent you?
Yeah, exactly.
I said, you got this down. You know how to do it. It won't take you no time.
Nope, the second one only took me, what, almost 40 minutes. First one took me 3 hours. Because I kept screwing it up.
All right, so got that cut.
But she is going to be happy that I made her a non-bulky one. She's probably going to come in saying, Mom, that one was too heavy.
Well, I've got to make James Lee another one. We were brainstorming ideas last night on how to make one, just kind of a quick one. He wants it mainly for the pollen.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, you've got paper towels in the house. Just use the paper towels.
What I showed earlier is what I have. Literally.
Yeah, you've got paper towels. That works.
Yeah, but they're for when I steal in here.
So
I didn't get my art towels. I'll have to suffer with the pollen.
Well, the other idea is maybe you've got some napkins you could spare.
I do.
I mean, you got to remember, if you do it the way I did it with the pocket, and I sent you all the different ones. If you do it with the pocket, that one's not me.
He is trying to call right now. Speaking of, I hear it going do 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 do. I really wish he would check to see if I'm online or not. That's gonna work either way.
Okay, so I think this one.
And he's home. How did I know? I'll be right back. Marina, put it on you for just a minute. I'm on mute.
You got to mute yourself.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to put it on me for a few minutes. So basically, this is the baby album I'm making, guys. So I started this with Emily last week, and the first page I did the first insert that we figured out, and I redid mine to match all the information. So this one's the family tree, and I incorporated some of the paper, and the saying says, family faces are magic mirrors looking at people who belong to us. We see the past, the present, and the future. And then we've got the mother's side over here with the grandmother, the great-grandmother, and the great-grandfather. And I just realized this is all wrong. This is all wrong. I'm gonna have to, Emily's gonna laugh her head off. I'm gonna have to redo these 2 pages. Because the mother's side is supposed to have grandmother. Yeah, this is supposed to say grandfather. Okay, so I only made a slight mistake on that, which no big deal. I'll just have to reprint these with the correct wording. Okay, not a big deal. But I'm going to keep the layout and everything. And then it says our family tree. So let's see here. Grandfather, grandfather. Okay, mother, mother. Grandmother, grandfather, grandmother, grandfather. Great-grandfather, great-grandfather. Yeah, that's right. Up and then up. Okay, so this is done correctly. So then I'm going through the different ones. So this one's going to say how I'm finding out. And it says how I found out, the first person I told, how I felt, when and how to announce my pregnancy, and the notes. And the next one is our announcement, which is basically saying how I told your dad, how I told your grandparents. And then my first ultrasound will be on the other side, and then the gender reveal.
All right. You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Give me a minute and I'll put it back on you. One second, I got my hands full of glue. All right, give me a second. Hey, Emily, you're going to have a laugh.
I'm going to have a laugh.
You're going to have a laugh.
What's that?
I got to redo my papers again.
What did you do?
I screwed up. Because look, when I opened it up, I realized that on the mother's side, it's the exact same thing. It's supposed to say grandmother, grandfather, great-grandmother, great-grandfather, and then like going down. But it doesn't seem right. So I'm going to have to check this. But I'll just have to reprint what's inside of it, not be like the whole thing. I might just redo the whole, just the middle part. But yeah, I screwed up.
I spoke too soon, right?
Yep.
You did.
I can hear me.
Okay, it's back on you, Emily.
Okay. You should see what James Lee is putting on my head right now.
Putting on your what?
My head.
Another puppy?
Found this.
Let me pull the camera that we can see what he's put on my head. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Let me see if here. Return.
Let us see. Let us see. Okay.
$320. It has no list. It's all black.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's showing off his shoes that someone gave him today. All right, pulling the camera back in.
So that's the second one that's done. All right, then you've got, I think.
Actually, if you're still in here, I haven't had a chance to look at the message, so you'll have to give me until after I get done in here to look at the messages. If you're still in here, hon.
This one.
I'm going to use the glue here, the good glue, because that's book paper.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need to print out some more of these sheets because I want to do one of them that has the bump 4 times. And then these ones, if I do this one here, then I have got this one. It's got 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still need 2 more. Need 2 more.
Oh my gosh. Did you read chat, Marina?
Hold on.
Apparently my chat froze like a son of a gun and didn't see any of these messages until I'm looking down.
Yeah, I saw some of them, but we are so sorry, Joy and Ashley and Lee's. No, we were not keeping. Both of ours must have frozen at the same time because I didn't see it. They want to know what Frankenpaper is.
Frankenpaper is basically paper that you have and you either glue or sew down to another sheet or make another sheet of paper from that. Basically a big sheet of collage.
Yeah, exactly, like the ones that she's showing now.
And this I did with a decorative border, decorative stitching on my sewing machine.
If you go back earlier in the stream, you'll see how she did those.
And I'm going to possibly turn those into journal covers. Right now I am just making something of the other Frankenpaper that I made. I put it on cards. For a while there, I didn't think anybody was talking to us. Elise was talking and Ashley was talking.
Yeah, both of us must have frozen at the same time.
It's like that day, I don't see no chat. Why isn't anybody talking to me? And I refresh, I'm like, oh. And this is all just from stuff I found in my remnants box or scrap box. Let your imaginations go wild and think of something to do with all those scraps that you've got laying around. Y'all hear him on the phone? He is basically right outside my window, so ignore him. Oh, he just came in. He talks loud, guys. I apologize. Oh boy. He has got a potty mouth. Oh, get out. I know I've got one, but not as bad as him. Oops. Ah, don't you do it. Got 3 different type of glues. The only glue I don't have out here is my hot glue. Actually, 4 different glues out here. I got my Mod Podge, got my Aleene's, I got my art glitter glue, and my Faber-Tac. It's amazing how many glues you actually need when you work. So we have made the trifold something. Not the prettiest thing in the whole wide world, but you know, I did it.
I'm just gonna mute because you can hear the printer.
Yeah. All right. I'll make this look cute. Let's see. This will work. Come on. All right. I know who he's talking to. Talking to one of our good friends. Yeah. Daggone it. Need about another inch of that stuff. I'm going to spend all of it on this one because it was an experiment just to see. I so put that on the wrong side. I was supposed to go back there. Guess I'm gonna have to. Ow! Drink me a sip of water. Might help if I measured how far or how big these pieces were, wouldn't it? Hey, Shelly. Sorry I didn't say hello. Sorry. Oh, don't tell me I just glued. Oh, one more side. Okay, making sure. Hang on a minute. Mine's a little more classy. This one's more. I didn't have a lot of room to move around, so that's the reason why I did it this way. I'm gonna try it off camera another way. See what it looks like.
Maybe I'm going to school. You want Powerade?
I'm not gonna have a good night. I can just tell it right. All right. All right, so I've got a cute little trifold terminal pocket thing here, and that needs to dry. I'm gonna try and pick it up. Super. I wish your daddy would have let you out and sit in here. Thank you, Michelle. hide all those scuffer marks there. I'll do it this way. It's supposed to be scuffed and looking like that. Gotta hold that down that way. That fits and sits. Hey, Teresa. Long time no see. So that's the inside. I think that looks cool. Very new and stuff on the outside. I was requested to do a patchwork, something that looked like patchwork. Well, there you go. I done 3 of them. And that was the inside. That was all 3 of them. How'd I do?
That came out nice. I like that.
All from scraps out of my scrap box.
Definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm. There. Closed it shut without tying the loop. All right, so that is my projects for the day. From scratch. I have glue all over my hand.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Shelly. I've kind of been in the background, so I had my 4-hour live this morning making masks.
And I'm about on the 4-hour mark, so hey, that's doing pretty good. So for today, my projects were to make, quite frankly, some Frankenpaper. try to make a pun in the title of the stream. But this is my Frankenpaper that I'm going to turn into journal covers. What you needed for this was the rolled paper that you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot.
That's called craft paper, by the way. Yeah, it's just craft paper. Craft paper.
All right. Well, it's craft paper. Anyway. But that's what I used as the base for this. And basically, go digging in your scrap bucket. Your paper scrap bucket. This is where all this paper came from to make all of this wonderful items here. So go look in your paper scrap box. Do some imaginative things. Did I say that right?
Imaginative. Yeah, something like that.
I swear, I think I was imagining Oscar the Grinch or somebody saying that off of Sesame Street. But anyway, go digging in your scrap box and start gluing some things down, and you might, just might, make something really cool. Anyway, we are gonna go ahead and shut down for the day. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in and visiting me and Marina today on her and I's channel. And thank you for participating. If you participated, we tried to put a stream together, but we got no response. So now that you know that that we do this, maybe you will want to join in and stream after us. That way we don't have to do such very long live streams. That way we can say, hey, this is the person that's coming on next. Go join their channel and we'll see you over there. You know, that type of thing. Sort of like a stream hop type thing. But we do it in consecutive order. Like one goes on, when that one goes off, the next one in the line goes on. I mean, just giving something for somebody to watch all day instead of going, hey, I wish I could watch this person, and then they come on, and then you're like, oh, my other favorite person's on. No, we don't want to do that. We want to let you watch in an order. That way you're not worried about who you're going to watch first, or, you know, making it somebody mad. You know what I mean? So, that is all for today. I am going to be doing the day 7 cards possibly tomorrow morning. I'm tired. I'm pooped, and I've got to start cooking dinner here in a few minutes. So, anyways, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. Hopefully we inspired you to get out there and create some art and share your artwork. If you are not a part of the Creative Jules by Emily group on Facebook, please head over there and send a friend request, and we will get you right in there. Also, please share your artwork. If you have not subscribed and really like the channel and want to get notified of each and every video or live that I do, please hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button, which has the bell icons with the little quotations on it, you know, somewhere in that area down below there. So, don't forget, I upload just about every day a video of one a day, so please check those out and hit the thumbs up. Leave me a kind comment, and I think that's all that I have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Please watch for our next video. Marina, do you have anything to add to that?
Nope, I said everything on mine. Thank you very much for watching, everybody.
All right. Bye, Jules.
Bye.